ఆ, ఇప్పుడు ఓకేనా? ఇప్పుడు వస్తుందా? ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు మన సిస్టమ్ ఆన్ చేసుకోవచ్చు కదా. సో ఇప్పుడు నువ్వు స్టార్ట్ చేస్తున్నావా? ఉమ్. హలో, లైవ్ ఇస్ ఆనా? ఓకే.
Good morning, madam.
Morning. Good morning, sir. Narendra, sir.
యా, గుడ్ మార్నింగ్ మేడం.
Thanks for accepting for this online FDP.
Okay, thank you very much for giving the opportunity, for giving this session.
Actually, because you are in Hyderabad, you can visit our college once, sir.
Sure, madam. I am in Hyderabad only.
Yeah.
One of my relative is also studying in our company, college.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Some Sreshta, Form D.
From the 4th year, she is.
Yes, yes. She is my sister's daughter.
Oh, okay, okay. She is
Yeah.
active girl.
Yeah, at the time of joining, we came over there.
Okay, okay.
Yes, I have visited a couple of times your college.
Mm-hmm. During her admission.
Yes, during her admission.
Okay.
Yeah.
And regarding this QMS, it's one subject, sir, in quality assurance specialization for
Yes, madam.
MPharmD. We have one subject, quality management system.
That's why Anuradha bhai asked me
Mm-hmm.
so to give one session like that. So because we are aware of this all these things topics, so that immediately I accepted, and I am also very enthusiastic to give this session.
Oh, thank you, thank you. So presently, in which departments you are, sir?
I am heading the quality.
Okay.
Total overall quality, site quality is under my control.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If any advanced technology are you using, then you can share it, sir, to our students as well as faculty also. Means we are allowing our MPharm students also to attend this session.
Yeah, sure, madam. Because sharing knowledge is very important.
Yes, sir.
We'll wait for a few minutes, madam. Only 10 participants are there.
Okay, okay.
Next year admissions are also open right now, madam?
This year, 24-25, it's closed, sir.
Okay, already
Yeah,
closed.
for all B Pharmacy, M Pharmacy as well as Pharm D.
Okay.
M-Pharm, we have 5 specializations, and we have Pharm D PB also.
Okay.
Post baccalaureate, that is means after B Pharmacy they will go for that 3 years course.
Okay, okay.
So this year it's completed, sir.
Okay, okay, great.
And we are looking for some collaboration with industries in terms of internships or projects to the M-Pharmacy students mainly, because they can go for internships during their 3rd sem, 4th sem in 2 years course. First year they will be in the college, first semester, second semester regular courses. theory as well as labs and seminars like that. It will be there, but when they come to third and fourth, they'll get some time. They can go for some internships in the industries also. So we are
Okay.
looking after for that also, means where we can send them in Hyderabad. So if there is any chance in your company, sir, please
Okay,
allow.
I will let you know, madam,
Mm-hmm.
through Anuradha.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Already some companies are Natco and Granules India Limited, Aravindo Pharma. Already they're having some quota for that one. So that yearly, some companies are sending their students for the internship.
Mm-hmm.
Already they're having that policy.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, a few companies, Hetero also there.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, I have to check once still how many any other companies are having the any this type of facility for giving the internship
Mm.
in collaboration with the uh, this one colleges, MPOM colleges.
One student, means one or two students are doing in Rabindu say, means they are giving some fellowship also actually. That's a good opportunity for the students.
Hmm.
During the internships, if they can give some pocket money,
Hmm.
that will be encouraging to the students also.
Yes, 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 yes. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
so students are bright means definitely companies will capture them because they
Mm-hmm.
want the some innovative, like if the students are if they feel the students are innovative and communication skills are good, no,
Mm.
immediately they will take into the internship and they will absorb the into the directly into the employment.
Yes, yes.
So student will get the stipend or a salary like that. They will give the some amount of money.
Yes.
Yeah.
Most of the cases means in other fields also, they'll go for internships and most of the times in the same company they'll get employment also.
Yes, yes, yes.
People are joining. We'll wait for some time.
Last 3 days we had sessions on computer validation systems.
Okay.
And Dr. Bhaskar sir, he spoke about IND and submissions, mainly
Okay.
and he touched upon Q8, Q9, Q10 also, quality guidelines, as well as
Ah,
vigilance, different topics, all the basics and the formats during the
yeah.
filing process.
Okay. Okay. So those are a very good topics, madam, because
Mm.
in industry currently how it is going
Is
on,
Yeah, which is
very core
necessary.
topics only.
Yes, yes. And Nama Srikanth sir, he spoke about advanced technologies.
Okay.
And yeah, advanced technologies in the sense he touched upon all the topics, all the advanced topics like AI, ML, and extended reality, virtual reality, how it is getting utilized in pharma industry. Means not exactly in India, but it started utilizing in the companies like Novartis, Pfizer.
Uh,
He is working with uh, in the manufacturing of medical devices where
mhm.
they are preparing, he said, like 3D glasses, which is used in surgical robo surgery.
Okay, okay.
Robot surgery, that is.
Uh-huh. So robotic surgeries are introducing recently in the India,
Mm-hmm.
especially for the knee replacements and others.
Mm.
So by using the artificial intelligence and everything, we are India is growing like anything in the pharmaceutical industry
Yes, yes.
because after the software and IT, after the IT,
Mm.
pharma sector is having the very big area to
Yes,
for the growth and the employment.
yes, yes. So in each
More than
industry, do we have pharmacovigilance department, sir?
pharmacovigilance department, we have the with the most of the companies. Some companies are having their internally they are having one department like Dr. Reddy's, Arabindo.
Mm.
These are the examples. Some other companies, what they are doing, they are doing some tie-up with the pharmacovigilance and doctors.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever the any drug related adverse effects and the queries related to the drug efficiency.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so that whenever we get the drug or dosage form, product related queries from the market, if it is related to the patient safety or efficacy of the drug, so that at that time we will forward that things into the respective doctors to take their opinion.
So practically it is getting utilized, sir.
Madam?
Practically it is getting utilized means 200%.
Yeah, yeah, it is
Okay.
utilizing.
Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission also means they gave the opportunity to institutions to go for development of AMCs, means centers, this adverse reaction reporting centers.
Uh-huh.
Like
Okay.
that, also the few colleges are there in that.
Mm-hmm.
Means PharmD students can do that actually.
Yes.
When they go for hospitals, they come in contact with the patients, they interact with the patients.
Mm.
That type of
So they
data
can
also
take
can be
the
collected.
feedback from the
Patients.
respective patients. Okay, okay.
Anuradha, madam?
Madam, shall I
Yeah, we'll
start,
start.
madam? Now the time is 9:40.
Yeah, we will start.
Okay.
Okay, madam, we can start.
Yes. Good morning, dear delegates. Good morning, everyone. It's my great pleasure to welcome you all to today's session on implementing a robust quality management system in the pharmaceutical industry. We are honored to have with us Mr. Narendra Kumar, AGM on top Pharmaceuticals, Hyderabad. He's an expert in the field of quality management who will share his expertise and knowledge and can share the knowledge in implementing effective QMS within pharmaceutical industry. Mr. Narendra Kumar, he has for his invaluable contribution to our faculty development program. He has vast experience and expertise in pharmaceutical industry, have been tremendous asset to the session of our program. Mr. Narendra has 23 years of teaching experience in the pharma industry, worked with several renowned national and multinational organizations. He did his MS from pharmaceutical MS in pharmaceutical technology from Vinayaka Missions Research Foundation, Tamil Nadu, and B Pharmacy from SVT College of Pharmacy, Gulbarga University. and he played a vital role as a head quality assurance and AGM quality assurance and at prominent organizations including Sun Pharma Sikkim, Aurobindo Pharma Hyderabad, Natco Hyderabad, Granules India Limited Hyderabad, MSN Laboratory Limited Hyderabad, Adoloc Bangalore, Cystopic Laboratories. In addition to his domestic experience, Mr. Narendra Vempati has also worked overseas at Montjot Pharma Dammam, Saudi Arabia. Currently, Mr. Narendra Kumar Vempati serving as ASM Quality Assurance at Onto Pharma Hyderabad, and Mr. Vempati brings expertise in managing regulatory compliance across various global regulatory environments such as US FDA, SFDA, CDSCO, TGA, MHRA, etc. We deeply appreciate Mr. Narendra Kumar Vempati for his invaluable contribution to our FDP. I request him to take over the session.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Anuradha Bhai, for giving the introduction. And today, I am very happy to share my knowledge related to the quality management system in the industry. And I will go through this PowerPoint presentation. So whatever the information relevant to the quality management system. Shall I move on to the PowerPoint presentation system? Anuradha Bhai?
Please, yes, please. Please share the
So,
PPT.
yeah, is it visible?
No? No?
Is it visible? Hello?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Good morning to all. So my name is Vinarendra Kumar, AGM Anta Pharmaceuticals, Hyderabad. And today our topic is implementing a robust quality management system in the pharmaceutical industry. So as earlier we discussed, so I am having 23 years of industrial experience, and I have worked for Sun Pharma, Aurobindo Pharma, Natco, Granules India, MSN, Montajet Pharmaceuticals at Saudi Arabia, Adcock Ingram in Bangalore, Cystopic and on top. These are my past 23 years I have worked these national and multinational companies as a quality head. So before entering into the quality management system, first we have to understand what is quality with respect to the pharmaceutical industry. So quality means it is not about the quality about the not about the tablet or capsules or the any pharmaceutical dosage forms. It means everywhere. If you take into the grocery, vegetables, clothing, shoes, and whatever the electronic items, where at everywhere quality means it matters, because if quality product is there, so we can rely them, we can what we can accept that quality product only, because there should be whatever what we are paying the some money over that particular product, that quality of the material only we will get the some benefits from that product. Okay, what is the difference between other products and pharmaceutical dosage forms? Means in the pharma industry, in pharmaceutical products, These are the life-saving drugs. We are manufacturing the life-saving drugs. So what is the role of quality in the life-saving drugs? Means, for example, if you go to the doctor, so that if the doctor treats you very well, so that we can refer to our some other our relatives or friends, so that whenever they are having any problem with their what we call any emergency or any health related issues, because that we believe that because doctor can give the good treatment for the particular whatever disease or something. So in this case, in the quality related to the pharmaceuticals or dosage forms, who will tell that one? So that before, after manufacturing the tablets or capsules or injectables, whatever the dosage forms, we are manufactured and we are giving into the market. Who will check it? So physically we cannot check. Some person who is purchased that tablet, the patient, he cannot evaluate that what is the SA, what is the DISO, and what is the efficacy of the tablet by seeing that tablets. So that there is no scope because they do not have any testing instruments with him or her. So before, by considering all these things, we have to establish the confidence of the quality of the product before releasing to the market. The manufacturing company has to give the confidence on the quality of the product before releasing into the market. So that is the importance of because that is the life-saving drug. So based on the confidence of the product quality of that particular pharmaceutical company, on behalf of that, we have to give the assurance to the patient. So based on the confidence of the quality assurance, the patient will take that medicine. So before entering into that, what is the definition of the quality with respect to pharmaceutical formulation? Quality means that patient and consumers have the confidence in the safety and effectiveness of the product. If one patient has to take the tablet, so that he has some confidence on the safety and effectiveness of the product. So we have to build a confidence by giving the safety. After taking that tablet or the capsule or the injector, he should not get any adverse effects. That should be effective. For what purpose he is taking that dosage form, that has to be fulfilled. That is called effectiveness of the product. This is related to the quality. So after this quality, next we are going to what is the quality management system? What is the quality management system? Quality management system is a set of procedures and practices contributing to the product quality. So if we want to achieve the product quality, so there is some set of procedures are in place and practices. So that will be developed through the quality management system. Okay. Okay. Those are the definitions between the quality and quality management system. Before going into the core topic, briefly, I will explain about what is the pharmaceutical industry. So that in this pharmaceutical industry, basically, it starts from one product, drug product starts from the research and development. Research and development, formulation, research and development, the drug product starts its journey. So in the research and development, the drug products will be manufactured in the small quantities, small batch sizes. It's maybe the 500 grams or to the 1000 grams, means half kg to the 1 kg capacity. So that based on that, the research scientist will check that what are the physical, chemical, and stability related issues with the product quality. So that once they freeze the formulation and the stability related issues, then they will transfer that product into the technology transfer. In the technology transfer is the bridge between the research and development and the pharmaceutical commercial scale industry, commercial scale site. This is the bridge. Technology transfer is the bridge. In the technology transfer, the product will be, size will be increased to the further based on the product commercial scale batches. In the technology transfers, they will be having the similar type of the manufacturing related the equipment, procedures, and batch manufacturing and packing records. So in the technology transfers, they will go for the next size of the batch size, and they will check the they will take the one feasibility studies. They will take one batch and they will check the what are the parameters, and all the parameters are meeting the finished product criteria or not. So that after getting the satisfactory results in the technology transfer of the product, then they will plan for the commercial scale in the commercial scale batches in the manufacturing site. In the manufacturing sites, we are having the several departments like purchase department, warehouse, quality control department, production department, quality assurance, engineering and utility department, safety, information and technology, and human resources. So what is the role of the purchase department? The role of the purchase department is procuring the raw material and packing material related to the respective product from the approved vendors. So that who is giving the quality raw materials, the purchase department will search in the market and they will procure the required materials and they will give it into the warehouse. So the warehouse department will receive the raw material and packing material, and they will segregate. They will keep in the segregated manner, like under test, under quarantine, under test, and approved. So as per the manufacturer recommendations, temperature and relative humidity conditions. That is the, and after that, warehouse persons will give the intimation to the quality control department for testing the received material. What quality control department will do? The quality control department will go into the warehouse area, and then they will take some sample from the received consignment. They will test as per the respective specifications and standard test procedures. Specification and standard test procedures. And after that, if the material is meeting the approved specifications, then only the quality control department will approve the materials for taking into the production. Or otherwise, the quality control department, if it is not meeting, they will give the intimation to the quality assurance department. The subjected material is not meeting the specification and it is not meeting the regulatory compliance, so that the quality assurance and quality control department will discuss mutually and they will reject that material if it is not meeting. From there itself, the screening of the material will start, so that it will not be allowed into the next stage, which is production stage. Okay. So that in the production stage, the product will be dispensed and manufactured as per the standard test procedures, as per the standard operating procedures, as well as the standard as well as the batch instructions given in the batch manufacturing and batch packing records. So that after that, the material will be, again, it will be given to the sample will be collection. The in-process sample will be collection taken care by the quality assurance department. That is called the one of the in-process quality assurance. They will collect randomly and they will check in process during the manufacturing. During the manufacturing, the physical parameters like appearance, DT, disintegration time, friability, hardness, thickness, and average weight of the tablets. So that during the entire manufacturing process, they will check and they will ensure that, yes, the product is being manufactured at the time of the manufacturing. The product quality of the product quality is meeting by considering all the physical parameters. So that the quality assurance department, the in-process quality assurance team will collect some samples and they will give it into the quality control department for further testing through the HPLC, GC or UV, whatever the test methods are there, they will to check and to test and give the release. So they will forward the quality control. Quality control responsibilities for checking the in-process and semi-finished and finished products and stability. So to achieve the quality of the product, there are some supporting departments are also, they will contribute their support. So like that, engineering department is one of the supporting department by providing the utilities like during the manufacturing, we required the compressed air, steam, HVAC means heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and purified water, and equipment preventive maintenance. By considering all these things and utilities in this environment means as per the solid dosage forms, we should have the some class D, that is class the ISO class 8, that is class 1 lakh area. Means in the manufacturing areas, we should have the class D environment only we can manufacture. To achieve that class D or class 1 lakh area, the engineering department will support they will provide the required temperature and RH and the compressed air and purified water, all these things. So that after that, it will come to during the manufacturing, we are engaging in the operation of the very big machineries like rapid mixing granulators, fluid bed dryers, and fluid bed processors, and compression machines, high efficiency compression machines, and coating operations, and packing, blister packing machines, and bottle packing machines. For that, during the operation of all these things, safety is also very important concerns with respect to the man, means the personnel who are working on the equipment and as well as the equipment. For that, there is a separate department will be there. There, some identification of hazardous activities, they will identify it and they will give some cautions while manufacturing or while operating that equipments. And for the training will be given to the plant personnel for prevention of that, prevention the safety and any hazardous activities. After that, if you come into the information technology support, it will support the all departments in validation and qualification of the softwares being used in the equipment and instruments. So that in the why information technology requirement is required, all the equipments are operated through the PLC, programmable logical control. So that in that case, all the operations means the speed of the machines and controls the temperature and RH and the hardness and thickness and friability, it will be all will be controlled through the PLC only. In such cases, that will be operated through the PLC, that is the software operated missions. In such cases, the information technology will give the support. So after that, if you come to the human resources department, human resources and administration. So HR department will they will be having the responsibilities are recruitment of the competent employees for the suitable operations and provide the employee welfare, monitoring the plant housekeeping activities. So that the manufacturing of the drug products will require the high skilled employees. So that the human resources development, every time they will recruit the high competent and the high skilled and qualified persons. Only they will recruit into the for operation of the all these manufacturing activities. This is the human resources department. So this is pharmaceutical industry, and various departments involved in the one industry. This is the brief information. So let us come to the core our topic. What is the importance of QMS in the industry? So the objective of the QMS is to ensure that every time a process is performed, the same information, skills, and controls are used in the applied in the consistent manners. So that to get the quality of the product every time, we should have some set of the procedures and set of the skills has to be applied for each and every batch. That is the objective of the QMS. So that by implementing the QMS, what are the benefits we will get? It will reduce the risk of the errors, reduce the cost of the production, develops the culture of the quality, improve the product quality, enhance the customer satisfaction, and regulatory compliance, patient safety, and precise in decision making. These are the advantages after the importance of the QMS. So key components of the QMS, where we are implementing the QMS in the quality policy, quality manual, quality objectives, risk management, change controls, facility and equipment, document management, quality control, and documents, laboratory controls, audit management, continuous improvement, product quality, equipment, facilities, and management responsibility. So these are the key components of the QMS. And also, what are the key components of the other QMS components? CAPA, corrective action, preventive action, process control, supplier management, product labels, complaint management, trainings, formulation, and method development. So in all these, whatever the topics we have discussed right now, QMS will play the very important role. Challenges implementing the QMS. Yes. What are the challenges? If we want to implement the QMS, there will be some resistance from the various areas. First of all, regulatory complexity. So nowadays in India, throughout the world, India is the very important global market we are having. We are having the very vast market, and we are so many national and multinational companies are exporting into the US, UK, Canada, Australia, South Africa, Brazil, and raw markets. So that we are exporting the various pharmaceutical products. So if we want to export all these products, we have to, before that exporting, we have to we have to understand the regulatory requirements of the respective countries. For that, first we have to comply all the requirements of the regulatory bodies. In this regulatory complexity, companies must have to comply with the various regulations in line with the frequent updations, because regulatory bodies, what they will do, at every time they will update they will go on the stringent their rules and regulations, so that whenever companies must have to comply. So that if we want to implement the QMS, we have to change our quality management system also up to date. Means time to time we have to update the regulatory our QMS procedures in line with the regulatory requirements. This is one of the challenge. And organizational and cultural challenges. Resistance from employees, lack of budget. So whenever employees has to, first of all, employees has to understand what is the requirements of the regulatory bodies. And the resistance, why I am calling a resistance from employees is due to the frequent changes of the requirements by the regulatory, so that employees has to adapt that changes at a time to time. So it will give some pain and it will give some resistance from the employees. So, and lack of budget. So that from the company side also, from the management side also, For the change of the every time of the QMS, so that requires some budget, because changing is not a easy process. It involves the budget. So sometimes management has to ready for the give the some budget for the implementation of the QMS. Technical and infrastructure challenges. Legacy systems, equipment may not be suitable requirements. So that if a company is having the some old systems or old equipments that may not suitable for the current regulatory requirements. In such cases also, technical infrastructure may not suitable for the current requirements of the regulatory bodies. Validation and qualification. Time to time validation of the equipment is required, which is time consuming and resource consuming. Yes. So that every time validation of the equipment is not possible, because whenever the regulatory requirements is, you have to validate if any changes in the small changes in the equipment or procedures also, we have to validate. If we want to increase the batch size, if we want to decrease the batch size also, we have to go for the validation. Validation requires very time consuming, and also testing is also very vast, because n number of the samples has to be collected at different stages of the manufacturing of the product. So that in this case also, resources. So whatever the resources means, the time also it will consume more. And also if you go to the QC, and the runtime of the each and every sample will be around 3 to 4 hours or 5 to 6 hours. If you one sample is 5 hours or 6 hours runtime, if you collect the 50 samples in the one batch, you calculate how much hours it will consume. 50 into 5 hours. So that because these are all the changes for implementing the QMS. Next, continuous improvement and sustainability challenges. Sustaining the momentum and commitment to the QMS over the time can be a challenge. So commitment, once we have given the commitment to the regulatory or the customers, we have to adhere to that commitment throughout the business. So continuous improvement in the QMS is challenging in high regulatory industries. So as we discussed earlier, continuous improvement QMS is also one of the challenge, because it will day to day it will changes, and it will go on the stringent manner. Regulatory bodies will give the regular updations to the companies. So we need this, we need that. You have to stringent that your SA limit, you have to stringent your shelf life, and you have to stringent your residual solvent limits from this to this, like this. So every time we have to, it will be a challenge. And managing the challenges to the QMS and process can be challenging in the high regulatory environment. So by managing the changes to the quality management system and process can be challenging in the high regulatory environment. Yes, this is also similar to the managing, and whatever the changes we have made in the QMS, that has to be managed and that has to be comply with the high regulatory environment. How to overcome the challenges? Yes, challenges are there. Can we stop there itself? We can stop the business. We can stop the export of our products into the international market. No. Challenges are there, but we have to overcome that. So we have to search the different, what we call different ways how to overcome that. So what are the ways we can find? Leadership commitment and cultural shift. So top management commitment by the providing the necessary resources. So the top management has to give the commitment to give the necessary resources. Oh, for a QMS, for implementation of the QMS, some resources are required and budget is required. For that, we should require the commitment from the management time to time. And cultural transformation, encourage the employee involvement. So that employment involvement is also plays the very important role, and for that reason, for that we have to encourage the employee to adapt that QMS system. And the clear communication, give the clear communication to the employee uses of the QMS, so that first employee has to understand what are the advantages of the QMS. For that, clear communication, transparent information is required. Employee engagement and training. So that to achieve the employee involvement, we have to give the continuous training. We have to engage the employee, all employees in the training. And we have to employee involvement to increase the ownership. Every employment should feel that QMS is mine. Like means he should feel some ownership. Training and awareness. By regular training and by giving the awareness, the employee feel and the employee understand what is the important of the QMS, what are the procedures has to be changed, and what is the outcome of the changes. So that by understanding the 100% and by the employee only, we can achieve the 100% product quality. Competency assessment, assess the employee time to time and give the necessary training. So that time to time, we have to assess the employee by giving the trainings. So that there will be one questionnaire will be there after the each and every training of the employee, and based on that evaluation only, whether the employee has understand the content of that training. Okay. Process approach and documentation. In this process approach and documentation, process mapping is requirement. Identify the gaps and fix it with the appropriate procedures. So that in a path of the implementation of the QMS, identify the gaps. Where are the gaps, and that has to be fixed. And document control. In the document control, ensure that all documents are up to date and approved. Yes. Whatever the gaps are there, that has to be revised according to the requirement, and it should be approved in a before effective date only. It has to be all employees has to be trained, and after the training, satisfactory training only, we have to implement the procedures. And apart from this, standard operating procedures are also very important roles it plays. And development implement the SOPs to ensure the consistency and compliance. So that when we can ensure the product quality, and by implementing the QMS means the standard operating procedures also has the very clear instructions and very firm information in the procedures to get the consistency and compliance. So in continuation to the previous slide, continuous improvement and monitoring. Continuous improvement culture. How can we improve the achieve the improvement in the culture? Encourage the continuous improvement culture and encourage the employee identify the gaps for improvement. So we have to encourage the employee where the encourage the continuous improvement culture and encourage the employee identify the gaps for the improvement. Okay, we have to involve the employee where the gaps are there, where we can improve. So that by involving the employee, so that by improving the employee only, we can get the exact gaps where we find it. So that to fix it out for the gaps. And the performance metrics. Establish a performance metrics to monitor the QMS effectiveness. Yeah, there should be some established. After that training, we have to establish some performance metrics like the change controls, deviation, and investigations, CAPA. These are the examples, some examples of the quality metrics. So by monitoring that one, previously how it was there, how we have handled those things, and after implementation of the QMS and updation of the QMS, how you are addressing and how you are closing and how you are implementing the problems or any CAPAs. Regular audits and reviews. Do the audits at regular intervals and review the compliance status of the established procedures. After implementing the QMS and established procedures, we have to audit our facilities, means self-inspections. Self-inspection of the all departments we have to do internally by the qualified people, experienced and qualified people, and subject matter experts. So that they will go for the each and every department and they will verify the what are the procedures are in place, what are the practices are in place. Is there any difference between the process, what procedures, what we have written in the SOPs, and what is the practices? Is there any difference between the procedures implemented and practices are actually doing? So that by matching and by comparing the procedures and practices, so that we can come to know the effectiveness of the implemented procedures. So that if any gaps are there, we can fix it by revising the procedures or practices. Okay. Next, technology and infrastructure. QMS software. Implementation of the QMS software to the streamline the process implementing and documentation. Okay. So that currently in the pharmaceutical industry and whatever the who are going for the regulatory exports and regulatory compliance to get the approvals, QMS like software systems are implementing for the change controls, trainings, and quality management system, documentation, and laboratory information like from the quality control. So these are all the software-driven procedures are in place for because of the in the online there should not be a we can avoid the lagging of the time and we can avoid the any manipulations, we can avoid it, so that time also will be time consumption also will be reduced. For that reason, QMS softwares are the each and every company they are implementing. And infrastructure and equipment, infrastructure and equipments are the well maintained to support the QMS requirements. For that QMS implementation, infrastructure and equipment and infrastructure also very important for the maintenance to the support the QMS requirements. Data management. So establish a data management system to ensure that data is accurate, complete, and accessible. If we want to manufacture one product, so that throughout the life cycle of the product, we have to keep the relevant data from the development to the end of that product life cycle. Means discontinuation of the product from the market. Okay, that data has to be maintained by the respective manufacturing company. So that is called the data management. It should be the data should not be data should be accurate. There should not be any manipulations. There should not be any corrections and complete data. So that there should not be any half of data should not be captured. We have to capture each and every data related to that product and accessible. It should be accessible to the authorized persons, not by the all persons. So regulatory bodies has to be whenever they have asked about the particular data, our companies has to be give the access to read and understand that data by the regulatory auditors or the any customer auditors or the any management representative from the regulatory bodies. How to overcome the challenges? In continuation, regulatory compliance and certification. To get the regulatory compliance certification, we have to implement the CAPA. We have to implement the QMS. Regulatory requirements. Ensure that QMS meets the all relevant regulatory requirements. So whatever the QMS we are implementing, that should meet the regulatory requirement. As I discussed in the earlier slides. So as per the what are the requirements are required by the regulatory bodies, they will update to the companies through the websites. So that by considering that updations, the QMS has to be revised according to the day to day, time to time, okay, by the companies. Certification. Consider the obtaining the certification to a recognized QMS standard, ongoing compliance. ensure ongoing compliance, the regulatory requirements and the QMS standards. So they ensure that ongoing compliance. So that ongoing compliance also very important by considering the day-to-day activities and regulatory requirements as per the QMS standards. After that, implementation of this is the end of the how to overcome the challenges. Now we are going for the implementation of the quality management system. How we can implement the quality management system in one organization. Planning and preparation. First of all, we should have some planning and preparation for the background. Establish a QMS team. Team for establish a QMS. First of all, we have to identify a QMS team. A team shall establish the QMS, means that responsibility has to be given for a team. For that, we need one QMS team. Conduct a gap analysis, gap assessment, gap analysis. Identify the gap between the existing system versus the QMS requirements. First of all, we have to identify the what are the procedures we are having in our company or in our organization. So first of through our SOP and instructions, manufacturing instructions, all those things we have to go thoroughly, whatever the systems we are having in place, and what are the QMS requirements, means QMS requirements will be adapted from the regulatory requirements, means QMS requirements are the always in line with the regulatory requirements. So when you compare with the one procedure versus one QMS requirement, then you can understand the what is our existing practices and what is the requirements. So that from that you will get some gaps. So where we are lacking. Okay. First we have to identify, we have to assess that gap assessment. That is called the gap analysis or the gap assessment. After that, develop a project plan. For this, we have to develop a project plan. Create a detailed project plan, timelines, milestones, resource allocation. Okay, we have identified the gaps. Then what we have to do that one? We have to fix it. How to fix it? To create the project plan, timelines. By what timelines we have to achieve this complete QMS compliance, and milestones and the resource allocation. To achieve that QMS compliance, what are the resources are required? Okay, allocation by the management. Resources allocation shall be given by the management. Okay, next, QMS design and development. To achieve that QMS compliance, we have to design a one QMS. Develop the clear policies and procedures. Establish concise, easily understandable policies and procedures. Okay, in that QMS design and development, what we have to do? Clear policies we have to develop that should be very concise. That there should not be any prolonged procedure shall not be worked out. So that's why we have to establish a very concise one and easily understandable. Very very simple procedure has to be implemented that should be understood by the worker to the top management, top level employee, and policies and procedures. Define the roles and responsibilities. In this, what are the clearly define the roles and responsibilities to ensure the accountability? Because if we define the roles and responsibilities of the, if for example, if you take the operator, if you assign the roles and responsibilities of the operator, he will understand what are the responsibilities related to the equipment and related to himself, so that he can understand that one and he can adapt he will adapt the roles and responsibilities, and he will understand and he will stick to that operations. And who is the supervisor? Supervisor responsibilities. What is the supervisor responsibilities? So roles and responsibilities, so that he will perform the roles and responsibilities of the supervisor level. Next, manager level. Manager level, what is his responsibilities? What are the roles and how to he supervise? All these things will come into the manager level. Like that, we have to divide the roles and responsibilities to the each and every employee. So that after giving the roles, after assigning the roles and responsibilities, to the designation wise or the employee wise, so that they will keep the there will be accountability will be there to the respective employee. Implementation of the quality management system in continuation to that, training and awareness, so that first of all we have prepared the roles and responsibilities. After that, we have to give the training, whether the people are understand or not. Develop a training plan. For that, we have to design a training. Impart the training to the understand the employees QMS requirements. Yes, QMS requirements, what are those? First, employees has to understand. Provide the awareness training. Offer the awareness training to ensure the employee understand the importance of a quality and their roles in the implement of QMS. Train the internal auditors. So that for giving the training, we have to select some trainers. For trainers also, we have to give the some training. Train the trainers. Train the internal auditors to conduct the audits and identify the areas of the improvements. How to choose the trainers? The persons, the people who are having the vast experience, subject matter expert, and qualified, and who can deliver the things in the during the training, and communication skills, vocabulary skills, who are having these skills can be chosen for the trainers. Okay. And encourage the employees involvement. Foster means cultivate a culture of the quality. Encourage the employee involvement and suggestions for the improvement, so that each and every employment we have to involve in to improve the quality of the product. And suggestions has to be taken from the ground level employees, where we can improve the quality further by implementing the QMS. Implementation and monitoring. After implementation, during the implementation and monitoring, so that implement the QMS process, roll out the QMS process and policies to the employees, and monitor and measure the performance. Establish metrics to measure the performance and identify the areas of improvement. So that as earlier we have discussed, established a matrix, so that there should be some quality metrics should be to be established to measure is there any improvement after the implementation of the QMS? How was the previous before implementation of the QMS? What is the improvement we gained after the implementation of the QMS? At regular intervals, we have to monitor the quality metrics for the improvement, assess the improvement, and conduct the internal audits. To conduct the internal audits, perform a regular internal audits to ensure that QMS compliance and identify the opportunities for the improvement. So that after as a part of implementation and monitoring, we have to do the internal audits for if is there any still gaps are there, any scope of the improvement in the particular areas. Continuous improve. Encourage a culture of continuous improvement, addressing identified areas for the improvement. Encourage the culture of continuous improvement, addressing the identified areas for improvement. Okay. For conducting the internal audits, we have to assess any continuous improvement is required. So for that, we have to encourage the culture of the continuous improvement in the employees, addressing the identified areas of the improvement. Management review and commitment. In this management review and commitment, after that ground level, the employees and the department heads will evaluate what is the improvements are previous and after that implementation of the QMS. They will assess and they will represent the assessment report to the management. During each and every organization will be having the management review system, quality management review system at regular, every quarterly or half-yearly as per the in-house methods, in-house procedures. In this review of the management review and commitment, schedule a regular management reviews to discuss the quality, performance, and the improvement. Demonstrate the management commitment. Top management committed to give the QMS, providing necessary resources to the QMS. After implementation of the QMS, whatever the output of the QMS, implementation QMS, if still there are some improvements are there to improve the QMS, at that time, some resources will be required from the management. At that time, the management has to give the some commitment, top management, they have to allocate some budget to improve the QMS for the effective implementation of the QMS in the respective organization to fulfill the regulatory bodies requirements. Review and updates the QMS. Review and update the QMS. Regular review and update the QMS to ensure that it remains effective and aligned with the organizational objectives. Okay, once it is implemented, what we have to do after implementation, we cannot leave as like. We have to review at regular intervals. How? Means regular review shall be done by the responsible persons and update the QMS accordingly to ensure that it remains effective. Means whatever the initially what we have effective, we have made the effective procedures that has to be monitored and that has to be ensured that has to be continuously implementing in the organization to achieve the organization objectives. So for that we have to have some quality policies. What are the quality policies means? Establish a quality policy that outline the organization commitment to the quality, so that each and organization have the some quality policies. What is the organization commitment towards to the quality? So that for that reason they will establish a one quality policy like a one slogan and communicate the quality policy. After that establishment of the quality policy, communicate the quality policy to the all employees and stakeholders. So that generally in organizations, the quality policy will be displayed in the wherever where the more employee movement will be there, like a canteens, at securities, in the training halls, in the any offices, they will display the boards, the quality policy of the management. And also they will share the quality policy to their customers, means stakeholders. Okay. And quality objectives. What are the quality objectives? Establish a quality objectives, set specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and the quality bound quality objectives. And communicate quality objectives. We have to first establish the quality objectives, then we have to communicate the quality objectives to the all employees and stakeholders. Quality management system documentation, quality manual, develop a quality manual that outlines the QMS. Procedures and instructions. Develop a procedures and instructions that outline the process and activities within the QMS. These are all comes under the framework. And records. Establish a system for the maintaining the records of the QMS. So in continuation, quality management system framework, quality management system audits and review and internal audits, conduct the regular internal audits to the ensure the compliance with the QMS. Management review, conduct the regular management reviews to evaluate the effectiveness of the QMS. Corrective and preventive action. Corrective and preventive action, establish a process for corrective and preventive action to address non-conformance and opportunities for the improvements. Okay, I will briefly explain about what is the corrective action and preventive action. So if any gap is identified or any incident is happened, so whatever the immediate, if somebody is while walking, he fell down. So immediately he sustained some injuries. What is the corrective action? Immediately what we are going to take the action is called the corrective action. What we will do? We have to lift that person and we will do some first aid. That is called the corrective action, immediate corrective action. In general way, for understanding purpose, I am giving this example. Okay. This is called the corrective action. What is the preventive action? So that in this case, what is the preventive action? We have to go there where he fell down, and we have to observe that what is the reasons, what are the reasons and causes he fell down. Means that surface is slippery, or any objectives are there which is a hurdle for walking purpose, or any signboards are there not missing. Like that, we have to evaluate. If it is slippery, that surface is slippery, we have to give some rough surface by giving that some doing some modification in the slippery floor, or otherwise we can give the some caution boards near to that slippery floor. Or what we can do, we can provide some any handrails, so that in such cases the persons who are passing through that passage, they will be cautioned before they are entering into that slippery floor. So these are all called the preventive maintenance. Means permanently we are removing the accident that should not happen to the some other persons. That is called the preventive action. In pharma industry also, if any accident or any product quality issues are happened, any market complaints were received, for example, immediately corrective actions. Means if any market complaint is received from the market, immediately what organizations will do, immediately they will freeze that whatever the stock available in the market, they will give the communication to the wholesalers and retailers and pharmacists and doctors and stakeholders. First of all, these batch numbers has to be freeze. You should not distribute further to the patients, and also give the information to the doctors, pharmacists, and retailers and the wholesalers to recall the wherever the material is there up to the patient level. They will recall the product to avoid the further damage. So this is called the immediate corrective action. Okay. What is the preventive action? In the manufacturing side, they will analyze, they will investigate what is the root cause for the defective product has been dispatched to the market, and what are the preventive actions has to be done to avoid the future consignment. How to we control this to avoid the such type of incident should not be happened. That is called the preventive action. And after that, what we will do, we will implement and we will monitor how effectively our effectiveness of the preventive actions are working correctly or not. This is brief about the corrective action and preventive action. Okay. Yes. In QMS case study, so that in this QMS, for the implementation of the QMS in different organizations, so that what is the case study in the pharma industry? Case studies are focused on specific issues and the insights on how the particular technology or development is useful in the pharmaceutical companies. So that by implementing the QMS, what are they achieved, and what are the, if any, focused on the specific issues. If any issues is there after implementation of the QMS, how they get the benefited and how they controlled that particular problems, and they fixed that problems, and how they avoid the further reoccurrence of the problems. In the case study 1, in a global pharmaceutical manufacturer improves the compliance with the QMS and audits, which reduce the cost and improve the compliance and quality. So that always by implementing the QMS, initially there will be some capital is required, some investment is required. Once that is implemented and monitored and implemented effectively, so that definitely there will be some cost reduction and improves the product compliance and quality. In case study 2, pharma biotech in QMS redesign, so that whatever the is the existing QMS to redesigned means updated QMS, they have the benefited through a pharma company with multiple sites, and its subsidiary development, a new QMS is to standardize the process and improve compliance. Case study 3, the implementation of the total quality management system. The pharma industries and gets the benefit of improved product quality, reduces the cost and enhanced the customer satisfaction. So that these are all the some case studies we got it. So I have references from this quality robust implementation of the robust quality management system. So that I have taken the reference from the US FDA 21 CFR Part 210 and 211, WHO guidelines, and ICH Q10. If you refer these guidelines, you can get some more information about this quality management system implementation and uses and benefits of the implementation. So thank you very much for this giving the opportunity to the Sarojini Naidu Pharmaceutical College Management, and special thanks to Principal Madam and Dr. Anuradha Bai. Okay, thank you very much.
Dear delegates, do you have questions?
Yeah, please, if you have any questions. This is somewhat a dry subject, and what I have tried to understand that this dry subject, and you are in the academic side, so that this is completely QMS is the completely from the industry side. So that I try to give some examples, so that we have to correlate how QMS is implemented in the pharmaceutical industry. Once you entered into the pharmaceutical industry, and if you go to the pharmaceutical industry, then there will be some practical involvement is there. Then you can understand in a better way, practically. Yeah, please.
Any more question? Any questions? Dear delegates, please respond. Any questions?
Yeah, if you have any questions afterwards also, you can contact me. I can provide my email ID or my WhatsApp numbers, so that I can answer from through that also. Okay, so that do not hesitate to drop your questions, so that there is no problem for me, and I will be in touch with you at every time, so that you can drop your questions through mail or on my WhatsApp also.
Sir, regarding this QBD techniques, means in each step and each department, is it getting followed and is it mandatory also?
Yes, madam. Because QMS is the part of the product quality. So that product quality develops from its product development stage only. So that whenever regulatory body will come for the audit into the regulatory in a organization, so that they will review from the how you developed that molecule since beginning.
Yes.
From the roots onwards. So that we have to the respective company organization has to give the each and every complete information to the regulatory bodies, and also with the quality, so that the regulatory bodies will not compromise on the quality of the products, because we are exporting our drugs to the citizens of their respective country.
Yes, yes.
Yes. For that reason, they are taking care of the whole and sole responsibility of the public health of that respective country. For that reason, they are implementing day to day, they are stringenting the all procedures to achieve the highest quality of the product. So that always they will give the instructions to the regulatory companies to revise the procedures in the manufacturing, calibrations, and cleaning also.
Exam.
So that nowadays QMS is the very hot topic in the each and every organization, and the management is also spending the more money and giving a lot of resources to implementation of the QMS to gain the more market from the regulatory.
Okay. Sir, generally what the software that is used in QA department, especially related to the QBD or related to the quality risk management or risk
Yes,
assessment techniques?
yes,
So,
yes.
is there any
Yeah,
software?
madam. Yeah, for that, Caliber is the one of the software available in our market.
Uh-huh.
Trackwise is there.
Okay. What is the second one, sir?
Trackwise.
Trackwise. Okay.
And Nichelon is there. Nichelon.
So all these are
And
practically.
LIMS also, LIMS. LIMS.
Yes, sir.
This is the LIMS is what is that means? From the sampling onwards of the raw material and up to the stability of the finished product. They will they will be analyzed step by step, and they will load the total information into the LIMS, madam, in the software.
Yes, yes, yes.
So we cannot do any manipulations in the software. It will be registered in the totally in the server. So that whenever from the regulatory markets, auditor will come, they will sit and they will open that one. And they will check randomly, they will go for the one batch number, and they will check each and every stage. Everything is recorded carefully and without any manipulations, and drug quality is anytime it is compromised or like that, they will check through their checklist and they will confirm. After that, they will get the confidence only. They will give the approval for the particular organizations to export to the manufactured products to that respective country. This much evaluation, this much of auditing they will do each and every stage, madam, in the testing and manufacturing also.
Yes, sir.
For trainings, Nichelon trainings is one software is available. Nichelon.
Okay.
So through this, the questionnaire will be distributed to the each and every employee to their mail ID. So that by opening that, they will go into that software and they will answer the all questions of the respective topics. What are the assigned their job responsibilities? If that person is gained the more than 90% of the marks, he will be considered as a qualified. Otherwise, again, the persons will be again second questionnaire will be allocated to that person till he gets the passed.
So thank you, sir. Means
Yeah.
these software we didn't have actually earlier. We didn't come across this Michelin or Trackwise software, sir.
Yes, sir. Because QMS, change control, deviations, and incidents, risk managements, market compliance, all these are tracking through this Trackwise management, Trackwise software. So that these are all the softwares in the market and utilizing by all the companies, madam. Whatever the in India, all our companies are already adopted. Slowly, manual system, paper management system, they are removing, and
Yes.
regulatory bodies are also not allowing the paperwork.
They are accepting soft copies.
They are accepting because they only recommending.
Yes,
Don't
yes.
use the paperwork. Don't encourage the paperwork. You go through the online only.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, any more questions from any faculty?
Sir, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, madam.
Sir, actually, I have a doubt regarding this kappa, sir. So, whenever we are taking some corrective and preventive actions, like
Yeah.
how we are going to document them, sir?
Yes. So that for CAPA, Quality Assurance Department will have the one special form for the CAPA. So that in that, whatever the we got the market complaint, for example, or any incident happened, we will describe in that CAPA title. After that, what are the corrective actions, immediate corrective actions has been taken. There will be, we have to address in that form. There will be one CAPA form will be there. That will be maintained by the Quality Assurance Department. Okay. So that
Okay.
each and what are the CAPA we are going to immediate corrective action, we are going to do that, we have to write it. And after that implementation, during the implementation, we have to give some timelines for the monitoring of the implementation. Okay. And preventive action also, we have to write in that CAPA. After the implementation also, for that implementation also, we have to fix some timelines, 3 months, 6 months. After the, if we feel that, if we get the confidence on that, after getting the yes, whatever the implemented CAPA is relevant to our, and it is not happening once again, the same problem, then we can conclude that yes, this CAPA is effective, and whatever the CAPA we proposed is adequate. Then only we are going to write in that the implemented CAPA is effective, and there is no further incident is happened like earlier. Like that, we will give in the conclusion. Then only the CAPA will be closed. Understand?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Any more questions? Any more questions, delegates? Please. Okay. So with this, we will close the session. Session 8-7.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Whenever time permits, please visit our college once
Sure,
and
madam.
with our
Sure.
informed students mainly.
Yeah, sure, madam. Thank you very much
Thank you,
for
sir.
giving this opportunity, Principal Madam, Mamta Madam. And once again, I am grateful. Thanks to Anuradha Bhai also. And definitely, whenever I get some time, I will visit your this one college. I will meet you, madam.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for giving opportunity.
1 minute, 1 minute. Please wait, dear all. Please wait. I'll take a screenshot. Please switch on camera. Please switch on camera, everyone. Okay, now we are at the end of session 7. We would like to extend our sincere gratitude to Mr. V. Narendra Kumar for sharing his insights and expertise with us. We appreciate the time and efforts he took to prepare the information session, to prepare this slides and presentation. And dear delegates, I hope you found the valuable information. Thank you for your attention. We'll have next session at 11:30 a.m.
Okay. Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much.
Mr.
Have a good
Narendra.
day.
You all. We'll meet again at 11:30 a.m.